Well, this is kind of a mess here. Good afternoon, guys. I am out doing some gardening today. Some people asked for some gardening videos, so I'm going to show you my garden, kind of just, I don't know, doing maybe a monthly update or something just throughout the off season, and even once the harvest comes. I mean, that's the best part of gardening, right, is once you get to harvest all your hard work. But today we're doing some site prep. It's been a minute since I've been out here. You know, the weeds took over once teal season kind of rolled around. You know, I stopped weeding, just went out there and harvested everything that was out there. So I've got old pumpkin vines, tomato vines, some weeds that I need to pull out, and then I got to get it tilled, and we'll see if we have time, maybe even plant some stuff today. But it's a pretty nice day. It's March 29th today, and it's getting that time. It's getting time to get some of the earlier veggies in. Got old tomato vines here. I need to pull those out of these cages. Got piles of weeds I need to haul off before I can even start tilling, and then the wind has blown in some crap that I need to throw away. Well, this is all the dead plant matter that I was able to get. There's still some sticking up, but nothing the tiller can't take down. And that's a heap. That's a truckload. I gotta haul that off. If I was not in town, we'd have a nice little fire, but they frown on that here for some reason. So we gotta pull all this off and then bring the tiller out. I got my tomato cages cleaned out, so we'll kind of stack these and put them off to the side. Once I get the tomatoes and they start growing, we'll pull them back out. Got the wind kind of whipping up, and got all the junk off here. I still need to haul it out, but we need it tilled first thing. So got the tiller here and back to work. Couple hours later, and we have a garden that is prepped. Got her all tilled up, and now just got to put some seeds in the ground. That's for another day though. A lot of work, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And we do have something already growing here. This is a perennial. This is oregano, and it's starting to green back up, so right like that. Spaghetti sauce and Italian cooking. It's really good, and this is my little herb area, but kind of give you guys a tour once I start putting seeds in ground. Back out here at my garden, freshly tilled. It's been about probably a week now. It got a little chilly afterwards, and I didn't have time that day to plant the stuff, so not really a bad thing. It's almost 90 degrees out here today, April 5th, I believe. A little bit of wind, and it's supposed to be a chance of rain tonight. We'll see. If not, I'll have to bust the sprinkler out tomorrow. But just trying to figure out exactly where I want to put everything before I start just throwing seeds in the ground. It's kind of like playing Tetris, really, because, you know, as you can see, not a ton of room out here. Oh, so I think I've got a plan. I think I'll run the sweet corn up that way. I'm not planting sweet corn today. It's way too early for sweet corn, but that's where I base everything off of, because it grows tall, and if anything's behind it, it's not going to get water with how I, you know, irrigate my garden. So put the sweet corn along that row somewhere there, and then we'll kind of just fill everything else in accordingly. So today, just going to be planting beets, carrots, and onions. Just kind of the early vegetables and whatnot that can kind of withstand some of the cooler temperatures, because we're not out of the woods yet. You know, it still might frost for another month and a half. So can't get those in the ground. Got 3 rows, not perfectly straight, but oh well. And carrots, beets, onions, something like that. Got to grab some markers real quick for the rows, and then we'll throw seeds in the ground. All right, first up, onions got a little bit of everything here, so you just want to stick them down in the ground, roots down obviously. I'm just going about every 6 inches here, 4 to 6 inches roughly. I don't have a ton of these because I don't need a ton. Onions are in. Don't have a lot of them, like I said, because I don't eat a ton of onions, just use them for cooking mainly. Now it's beets, and I've got a couple of these, but probably just do this one row. I might have some left over. And that is what beet seeds look like. Kind of cool looking. I'm trying to space these out about 1 inch on the beets here. If I get a couple too close, that's okay. I can thin them out later once they all come up, and some of them might not come up. Kind of hedging your bets. Beets are done. Now we've got carrots, and I've got, I don't know, 2 or 3 different types. Got rainbow ones here, and then just actually there's I don't know, I've got a ton of different types actually, so we'll plant a little bit of everything. We'll start with the rainbow mix. And carrot seeds are super tiny, super tiny. They look almost like dill. They're closely related, I believe, and basically you just go like this, and then you do want to thin these out, otherwise your carrots will just get all tangled up. But it's easy to go through a bag pretty quickly. Okay, with these little seeds, you don't want to put a lot of soil on them. We're just lightly covering them. That's what I ended up with for the spring. I used to do peas and stuff. Peas are a pain when you're potting them by yourself. And I don't know, this is the first time I've grown onions out here. I've done carrots and beets and they've done really well. The secret is you gotta water them a lot. The soil does not hold water the best, but it does allow them to grow very big when they get that water. So we're supposed to get some rain, as you can see. It's kind of dark, so some storms are starting to fire up, it looks like. If it rains tonight, I won't worry about it. If we don't get any rain, I'll turn the sprinkler on and we'll give them some water. And you got to keep them pretty damp for the first couple weeks until they pop up, so they can start reaching down to get more moisture. First part of the garden is done. We'll get a sweet potato ready to be planted here in a month or so, and we've got a little more time for everything else. Got my sweet potato ready. It was starting to sprout, so instead of eat it, I decided I'm going to try to grow some sweet potatoes. I've grown them before, never out here before. Basically, you just put them in a jar of water, they'll sprout some roots, and then you break off all these little shoots, and you plant them right in the soil. So we'll try some sweet potatoes, but got beets, carrots, onions already in the ground, and in a few weeks, you know, we'll plant the rest of the stuff once it warms up and there's no danger of frost. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the gardening videos, and we'll catch you out there. See ya.